Picking up something good. This is the podcast. Picking up something good. This is the podcast. Picking up something good. This is the podcast. Tom York is my real dad.
Podcast.
So let's get right into it. Radiohead, there's some Radiohead news out there.
What's the Radiohead news?
The puzzle.
Oh, the puzzle. That's true.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a puzzle now.
Yeah, this is actually the puzzle episode.
So strap in.
Good. We're going to talk about a fucking puzzle.
Yep.
I got an email from Waste, which is Radiohead's merch thing. I don't know why they call it Waste. It's probably some like edgy thing they came up with in like the Benz era.
It kind of sounds like a Hail to the Thief thing. Like it's probably got like a Bush-centric acronym. You know, I don't know.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Are stupid times 11. Waste.
Yeah, that's it.
Got
it. Anyway, I got an email from Waste, and it was basically just like it read like Stanley Donwood personally sent me this email and was like, "Yeah, please buy my puzzle."
I got to puzzle, isn't it? Actually, I think they say that in the. Hold on, I'm gonna look up like the ad copy because I really.
Oh, here it is. Yeah,
I really liked it. Not Jigsaw falling into place. No, I want the. I mean, that's not far off Google, but it really is a jigsaw falling into place. So the new puzzle, which could have been the title of this podcast, is Radiohead Fragmentary Time Waster. Like that could have been what we called the show. I really like this tweet of theirs. So they have a pre-order for a 1,000-piece puzzle, and here's what they have to say about it. Bored? Got nothing to do? Fed up? Nothing on the TV? No way. What are you gonna do? Gonna get a jigsaw, in it? Which is like something we'd say to make fun of him. But they said
he went and did it.
Right. It goes on. Tell me more, tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more.
The famous Radiohead song.
Right. A Radiohead jigsaw. Has it got loads and loads of pieces? 1,000. Is it really difficult and will it take ages? I reckon so, yeah. Sounds great. Is it affordable? Depends on your finances.
I do think that's funny.
It's funny, but that makes me feel like it's like 100 pounds or something. What? Oh, this text is really small. Is there a chance you could still be bored after completing it? Yeah, probably. Sounds amazing.
Whoever's doing the Radiohead like communications via Waste, it's probably Stanley making these images, I would assume.
Yeah, it's got Stanley written all over it.
Yeah, this is some Stanley bullshit. It's a very cheeky lad.
Oh, super cheeky.
Also, the jigsaw puzzle is $35.
Well, that's cheaper than one of their t-shirts.
Actually,
right?
Buy $5
Right.
is cheaper than one of their t-shirts.
I'm still salty about that because I want an In Rainbows shirt, but there's no way I'm spending $40 on it. But I could see myself, plus shipping from England, so it's going to be like $1 million. So, but like I could see myself spending $35 on a limited edition 1,000-piece Radiohead puzzle. What's the image here? This looks familiar. What is this from?
That is the front of Comlag, which is I believe a Japan-only EP that was eventually released worldwide from Hail to the Thief era.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's where, yeah. So that's the artwork. The puzzle is the Comlag 2 + 2 equals
is 5.
Fun. I forgot the rest of it. Is 5, right?
Yes.
So I guess we have to buy it, right?
We do, and we have to complete it together.
Right. So I'm moving to California at the end of the month. Not to LA, but to the Bay Area, which is 1,000,000 miles away. Plus there's COVID still. But eventually, I think we should do like a live stream of us putting together this puzzle.
I think so too. I feel like I should buy it for podcast purposes, and then you come over, or I go over there, and we put together this puzzle on Twitch or something.
Yeah.
You know what's also a big waste of time?
What?
Another episode of Picking Up Something Good, a limited event prestige podcast about Radiohead. My name is Mace. I play music as Echo Vessel. That was a long intro.
Yeah, well, it was important. We had to cover it.
Yeah, we had to cover the puzzle, or else Sean was going to send us the gun.
Right, people need to know. Oh, I hate when he sends the gun.
It's a big threat.
How does he keep getting all these guns? Well, it is America. Hi, I'm Nicky Flowers. I play music as Nicky Flowers, and I also host Picking Up Something Good.
You do?
Sometimes.
I thought this was the first one.
Nope. We've been doing this for like a year now.
Oh, shit. No, almost exactly a year. We're getting there.
Didn't we start last July 2019, right?
Yeah, like the end of July 2019, but we recorded it, I believe, late June, possibly.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's come full circle, people. We're back at the beginning, and we're back to...
Pablo Honey.
No, oh, God.
Can you imagine if you had to hear Pablo Honey again?
I don't want to.
Like what that would be like? What
with everything going on these days, in these unprecedented times, I think I would shoot myself. Like straight up, I think I would die. Here's
the thing. Unfortunately, we are no closer to finding the Pablo Honey baby. And that is...
we set out, like, we were gonna do it, and, like, we felt so... like, we thought we had a couple leads. Like, I thought I found the photographer, but then he never got back to me, and I don't think it's the right person, and... Then I tried emailing the baby on the Nevermind cover, and he also never got back to me because he's probably busy. He's probably still in the pool with his little
dick out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
we're still working on it.
Maybe we'll get there.
I don't know. We'll see. But that's not what today is all about.
No, we're talking about the yob today.
EOB
yobbers, poggers. Today we are okay. Before we start, I should say that we've tried to do this episode before.
Oh yeah, this is take 2 of the Earth by EOB, aka Ed O'Brien, aka the artist formerly known as Ed,
aka the Edster, aka
Edster.
King E, aka Ecstasy.
OBB. Yeah, we tried to do this a couple days ago, but some technical difficulties popped up, and by technical difficulties I mean I ate an entire Little Caesars pizza before recording, and it made me just... I told, like, a off-color joke about fascism, I think, and you were just gone. You were like...
I was gone.
Yeah.
I told a super... We struggled to describe a Banksy painting for maybe 10 minutes.
Right. It was... We got to the 18-minute mark, and you were like, do we want to just do this later? And then I fell asleep. It was like, we started it at like 6. I fell asleep at 7 p.m. and then woke up at 3 a.m. Like, I was just like, I'm going to take a nap now. And I woke up at 3 a.m. like, oh, fuck.
Hell, that shit'll do that to you. Like, the Little Caesars will get you.
Oh, man. You know, don't even get me started on the cheese bread that I got through the next day. But we're back. I ate a sensible breakfast, and then Hideo Kojima made Monster Energy into a real thing, and I had 2 of those. The Death Stranding.
And now you have to
juice.
piss, right? Like, you just piss, and then like the mushrooms come out.
Is that really what happens?
Okay, so in Death Stranding, you piss, so you drink Monster Energy, it's in a canteen, and you can either piss it out and have a mushroom come out, and if everybody pisses on the same spot, the mushroom gets bigger and bigger, and it brings, like, you know, like, extra cryptobiotes, which give you stamina, or you can, So what you can do, either, besides that, is go to your private room, and you can use the bathroom. You can take a piss and a shit, and you can make grenades out of your piss and shit.
Okay, all right. Someone has to stop Kojima. This is no good.
As somebody who played 80 hours of Death Stranding, I know the story of Death Stranding like the back of my hand. That is to say, not at all.
Yeah, it seems a little incomprehensible. I've saw like a couple live streams of it, and like it seems like not like a bad game. It just seems
it's fun.
It just seems exhausting. There's one clip I saw today that was like the main protagonist man is on a beach with girl, woman, man. And she's like, we have to run along the beach like Mario and Princess Beach.
Oh yeah, that is real. It happens in the game.
That's a real quote.
That's also both his mom and his sister.
Jesus. Okay, we need to move on. I'm getting pissed off about this.
We're discussing the Yob today.
Yobby.
It is the first Radiohead album, or Radiohead adjacent, or Radiohead and their associates album, to come out during quarantine.
And during the life of our podcast, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, Anima came out.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's true.
Yeah. But it came out on my birthday, April 17th of this year, 2020.
Shout out to April.
Shout out to April.
Remember that?
No, I don't remember the month of April. That basically didn't happen.
That's when I think I got maybe COVID. Do you remember that?
I do remember that you, got really sick.
Yeah, I don't remember if I talked about this on the podcast, but it was either the worst flu of my life or mild COVID, because my fever got to be, dangerous. Yeah,
and I think we had to, stop doing episodes for a little while because
I couldn't get out of bed for, a week.
Yeah.
So April, shout out to April.
Something happened.
Yeah, and, Ed, our good boy Ed, also got COVID.
Yeah, he did get the vid. He got coved. And I remember he announced it.
He got co-feeved. Am I right?
Oh.
Trump is orange. What?
Baby hands.
Little hands. Am I
Cheeto.
right? Catch me on Saturday Night Live tomorrow. Anyway.
Kate McKinnon, everybody. Ed O'Brien announced his COVID diagnosis on Instagram, which is the weirdest place to do it. You'd think you would put out a message on Radiohead.com, or you would put it out literally anywhere else. You would do an actual
a press release. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was just "Oi, I got COVID.
I'm sick, innit?
I'm quite coughing." And that was it, kinda.
Yeah, so that was that during, was he supposed to go on tour? Well, I guess nobody was going on tour in April, right?
No, nobody. Well, he was doing tours then.
Oh, probably in the months before he was, doing stuff, right?
Yeah, in late March. Well, not late March, because everything was gone.
Yeah.
But it was in, early March that he was still doing shows.
Do you think that's when he got sick?
Probably. He got it in, most likely. Here he is. No, it was actually March 23rd that he got the Rona. And it was a post where he says, "Hi everyone, I've been at home with flu-like symptoms for a number of days now. It is most probably the coronavirus. I've lost my sense of smell and taste, and it's been like a dose of flu. I'm in good spirits and getting better. I haven't been tested because it's not really available, and I think the tests are more important and valuable for the vulnerable in our community." King, actually.
You dropped your big-ass crown, Ed.
Holy shit, man. He says, "I'm expecting a full recovery, and I'm, of course, self-isolating. Take care of yourselves and one another. Sending love and strength, Ed X." You know how British people love to end sentences with X.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got coronavirus 12 weeks ago. And
ooh, and right before the album came out, too.
Yeah, that was probably an experience.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know if I have COVID, because I don't know if I can get testing. Well, I mean, I can, but my insurance, I live in America, my insurance is a mess, so I don't know if I can get testing, or if they can check my antibodies or whatever, but, oh boy, it was rough. I gotta say, I've never had a flu like that. It might have been COVID.
That was probably COVID.
Ugh. So I can tell you from experience, it's no 1,000-piece Radiohead puzzle, let me tell you.
That's a cakewalk.
Oh, I can do that with my eyes closed.
Are we ready to talk about, are we ready to go to Earth?
Earth.
Because we're not on Earth right now, right?
No, we're in COVID town, baby.
That's
Forget
COVID
it, Jake. It's COVID town.
My favorite thing, about this album, and I want to say this right now, is something else that I found on Ed O'Brien's Instagram page.
Mm-hmm.
And it is one quote that I guess summarizes the entire album and puts everything in context. This quote is from Ed O'Brien. It's a picture of him sitting in front of his guitar, his hair looking like a wet dog.
Right.
Mics and everything, pedal board.
That's his signature. He's just
yeah.
wet.
He looks like Nathan Drake had a couple years off.
Yeah, like Tom. Tom is the shy one. Johnny's the cute one. Colin is the responsible one.
He's the father.
Phil is the goofy one, and Ed is the wet one.
He's damp. He's a damp man.
He's a damp man.
Anyway, this quote, it's a very quick quote. He says, in 2007, I said to everybody in Radiohead,
"Fuck you."
In 5 years' time...
I'm out of here. I quit.
He said, I said to everybody in Radiohead, in 5 years' time, I want to go and live in Brazil.
Oh, why 5 years?
I don't know, but it's so funny to imagine Radiohead in like a performance space and like a rehearsal space.
Yeah.
Quiet, just checking their email, maybe having lunch, you know, Colin is feeding Johnny.
In his little high chair.
In his little high chair. And unannounced, in the, like, breaking silence, Ed just says, 5 years, we'll go to Brazil. And just continued silence.
They're like, all right, cool. Good luck with that in 2012. Sure. Ed's just sitting there like, saw that Terry Gilliam flick. I gotta tell ya, I think I gotta go to Brazil now. That theme song really sold me.
The movie Brazil and the real Brazil is the same thing, he said.
Yeah. He thought it was set in Brazil. He wanted to use those funny computers with the big magnifying glasses.
Oh, yeah. That's why he went, and that's why he wrote this whole album.
Yeah, this is what it's
all
about.
Which I think we're ready to talk about now.
Yeah, this is Earth by
EOB.
EOB, not Ed O'Brien. It's specifically by EOB, which is, it's Ed, but...
Yeah. EOB is, I guess, a band. Just like how Tomorrow's Modern Boxes is a band, but it's also I don't know.
Oh, fucking, don't even get me started on that. That confused the hell out of me last time. I'm still working through the Tomorrow's Modern Boxes thing. But this is Ed O'Brien as EOB playing the album Earth, starting with Shangri-La.
Oh, it is the Electric Light Orchestra song, right? It's a cover?
Yes.
No.
It's a remix.
He will never return to the Shangri-La.
No. He was banned. So, what is Shangri-La? I hear that a lot in pop culture. Is it a place?
So, according to Genius, the phrase Shangri-La refers to an imaginary place, a utopia, as described in British author James Hilton's 1933 novel Lost Horizon. Here's my thing. It's a British novel written by a dude in 1933.
Yeah.
It's probably racist.
Probably super racist. Hold on, let's just look up Lost Horizon.
Yep, there it is.
It's in Tibet. Yep, it's almost definitely guaranteed to be racist.
Shangri-La has become synonymous with any earthly paradise, particularly a mythical Himalayan utopia, a permanently happy land isolated from the world. The name also evokes the imagery of the exoticism of that. I don't know.
Don't know about that one, Chief.
I mean, it's not Ed's fault, but
no, I don't
definitely this guy's fault.
He's not. I mean, because it's it's a British thing.
Yeah.
When you're in Britain, you're just passively just the worst person. Like, even if you try your best.
Like, British people love to be, like, either TERFs or extremely racist.
Or both, when they're just, feeling kind of bored and want to go on BBC and tell a bunch of lies.
I don't know what it is. Like, there's like we have one British listener, Kira, if you're listening.
Thank you for being such an active participant in this little community, despite the fact that we are just constantly trashing on your home.
Why are they like that?
What
anyway?
What caused Britain to be like that? Is it Like,
yeah, that's...
I don't think we can answer that. We've done this podcast for a year and we still haven't gotten to the bottom of it. But we should talk about Shangri-La, the song. It's
the water in the WC, which is what they call the toilet.
God, everything is just, there are backwards people.
What do you think of this song?
This started and immediately I was like, oh, he pulled out the fun computer for this one.
This is the fun computer. This is like where the computer on Kid A was like about misery.
Yeah.
But that was the old computer, and the new computer now is like
This is Ed's
kind of
computer.
sultry. Yeah, this is Ed's. It's a different computer.
He's playing Bloons Tower Defense on miniclip.com on this computer.
This one's got a graphics card.
Oh, you know it does. It's got
Where
the 3D graphics are so sweet on this one.
Oh, God, yeah. He can play Motocross Madness without any stuttering.
Nothing. He can play Crysis. He can play Crysis, and it's like nothing to the computer. That's how fun it is.
Yeah, he can play Half-Life 2, which is a very outdated method of describing how good your computer is.
Yeah, that's like, I can run Doom.
What do you think of the song, though? Like, what's your take?
It's like a fucking, like, it reminded me of a Blur song. Like, not a particular one, but it's, like, very 90s Britpoppy. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah. It's very what Radiohead said they weren't in the early 90s.
Yeah, it's like he's going back to the time...
He's not going back, though.
No, he's not. No, he's not. But, like, he's gesturing at, like, this is what Radiohead could have been if we were creatively bankrupt in the 90s. Not that Blur was bad, but, like, the Radiohead, like, was like, yeah, we're from Britain, but we're doing shit differently. And Ed's like, what if I did something differently by going back to Blur?
This is like If Pop Is Dead was a good song.
Yeah.
I
What could have been.
I think this song is just like, it's a nice summer vibe, and you know he intended this to be like a good summer song, as if that's happening, but...
Summer got canceled.
Summer got canceled.
Summer was problematic. We dug up Summer's old tweets. We canceled it, but he's still got those summer vibes, which I appreciate. Also, the thing that really struck me is that it's so weird to hear his voice front and center, because he's always doing backup Vox.
He's doing Ed. He's all singing the words Ed.
He's singing the words Ed underneath Tom. And, like, I didn't realize how much I recognized his voice. Like, because he's not, like, buried in the mix in Radiohead songs when he's doing backups. But, like, hearing him front and center is like, oh, that's him. That's Ed. I've heard him before.
That's my guy, Ed. I actually didn't know what Ed sounded like properly until this came out.
Right, yeah. No, so I listened to Earth and I went back and I forget what album I was listening to of Radiohead's, but, like, I could, like, pick him up in the background now. Like, I was like, yep, there's my boy.
Yeah. My favorite thing about Ed is he's not afraid to be goofy, and he's not afraid to be cool.
Well,
much like Tom York is. Tom York is very afraid to be goofy and cool.
I don't think it's a fear. I just think he's like, that's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm the shy one. I'm not the fun one.
He actually, before quarantine happened, he sat down on Instagram and taught people how to play, I think it was Ed at least, taught people how to play Creep.
Ed?
Yeah, Ed taught people how to play Creep.
I don't think Tom
guitar.
liked that at all.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, Tom wants to know that guy's location.
Oh, man. Also, like, aren't there enough YouTube videos of that already? I guess it's cool to learn it from one of the Radiohead guys, but, like, I think people know how to play Creep.
I don't.
Well, I mean, I don't because I don't really play guitar, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my God.
This song's good.
Wait, okay, so yeah, the song's good. It's fun. I've said all I've said about it. While we're on the subject of Creep, can we talk about the cover you sent me the other day?
Oh, God.
Can we?
I have a story about that cover.
We gotta talk about that YouTube channel. I think you can describe it best.
Okay, so I was on the Radiohead subreddit the other day, as I do. Mm-hmm. Just looking for shit to subject Nicky to.
God, it was really yeah.
And this person, YouTube user Hildegard von Blingen.
God, I hate that.
Blingen is spelled exactly the way that you think it is. Hildegard here had a channel where he does medieval covers of songs.
It's like just such Ren Fair trash of like, it's the equivalent. It's like the Ren Fair equivalent of white people covering rap songs on ukulele. It's awful. And he did a Creep cover, which was like, it was just like on a fucking, a lute, right? It was like played on a lute, and like it was like all the these and thous, and just.
Here's what I'm getting.
I never thought I could hate something from Pablo Honey more than I did.
So there's a Nerdist article about it, because they kept posting the Nerdist article, because I'm assuming that Hildegard von Blingen paid people to post this on the Radiohead subreddit, because they were sick of it too.
Right.
So the first couple sentences of this article, YouTuber and maker of bardcore music, Hildegard von Blingen. I hate it.
Fuck off. It's not 2007 anymore. We can't be making bardcore. We can't. That's a
Decemberists album.
Yeah, we've already covered that like 10 years ago. When just fuck off, God.
Hildegard von Blingen created a medieval version of Radiohead's hit song Creep, and it is hauntingly brilliant.
No!
And also kind of hilarious because of all the these and thous that have been newly inserted into the song's lyrics. It's not!
That's not what a joke is. That's not what humor is made of. That's... Oh, God. I just want to get that off my chest. If you want to listen to it, open it in like a fucking incognito window. Like, don't... Isn't there like a way... You can, there's like a service online where you can like paste a link and then it will go to there and like won't add like a page count or like won't add to the ad revenue. Do something like that. Like just, I want the depravity of the internet disgusts me. And I need you to like bardcore.
I hate it and I hate to think about it.
Anyway, I felt like we had to complain about that. Anyway, that's Shangri-La.
Shangri-La's a good song.
It's good.
Okay. Second song.
Brazil.
We're going to Brazil now.
Something, chill. I don't know any of the lyrics.
Yeah, it's fun. You know who did bass on this song?
Oh, is it our boy?
It's not Michael.
It's Colin?
It's Colin.
Ah, he's back.
Single dad Colin found some time.
Of the year.
Yeah, he did this. He did the bass on this. And this was the first single from the album also.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. So, wait, so you mentioned in 2007 he told Radiohead that in 5 years he wanted to go to Brazil. He ended up doing that, right?
He ended up doing that. And I guess he demoed this song in 2013.
While he was in Brazil. How long
While he was in Brazil.
How long was he there?
No clue, because there was nothing about him living in Brazil, like, in those intervening years. Like, I never heard, Ed O'Brien's in Brazil, but also, like, I wasn't keeping track.
And also, that's not really news. Like, oh, cool, he's in Brazil. Good for him. Glad he's
And he could have done the thing where he, like, goes from Brazil to England because, like, he's in Radiohead, and... I don't know if you knew that, but in the time that this album...
Oh, that's why we're talking about him. Okay.
Yeah. He's not some rando.
Gotcha.
So in the time that this was happening, that he would have been in Brazil, Radiohead were all up on their, like, reduced carbon footprint stuff, which means that he wouldn't have taken a jet back and forth unless he's a hypocrite.
Oh. That's true. Hypocrite he is.
That's
possibly.
a threat.
So he just, like, chilled in Brazil for a while?
I guess.
To do
what?
Brazil
I don't know.
Stuff?
Have some cheese? Is that what they're known for?
Are they known for cheese?
I don't know.
I think you're thinking of Wisconsin.
Same place.
But as for the song,
here's
what I think about it. It's kind of boring.
It is.
It kind of doesn't do anything. And lyrically, it's... I don't know. It's kind of toothless. altogether. Like, the lyrics are kind of generic. Like, it could be about anything. He's not really singing about Brazil. He's not like, here's what I've seen in Brazil. Let me tell you the sights and sounds of Brazil. There's no, like, well, that was like a show tune.
Max Payne 3 takes place in Brazil. Yeah.
Let me recount the plot of Max Payne 3. I'd listen to that.
I 100% would love to see anybody from Radiohead cover just the basic plot elements of Max Payne 3. A game that I played once when it came out and didn't play again because it was one of those late-gen games that ran at 15 frames per second.
Frames per second. That's gamer talk.
Welcome to Gaming Up Something Good.
No, we can't. We've already talked about Death Stranding. Brazil.
First time I heard this song, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
I was very bored. And the single that came before this actually there was a teaser single called Santa Teresa.
That's not on the album.
No, it's not. It was very, it was like Tree Fingers 2, but I will show that to you later at a later date.
Okay.
It's kind of a boring song. I get why it's on here, but
I mean, he went all the way to Brazil. He's got to put a Brazil song on here, but it's not even really a Brazil song.
It's kind of not. It reminds me of, and I'm sorry, Phil, reminds me of Familial.
Yeah. I liked Shangri-La. I thought it wasn't like, blowing my dick off. I mean, it was fun. There wasn't anything wrong with Shangri-La. I was like, okay, cool. Ed's got some chops, And then he got to Brazil and I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not hating it, but like the long intro, nothing really happens, and then there's like a 4 on the floor beat that comes in, and like a really kind of like almost, what is it? That bass riff is like one note, right?
It is, Colin.
Colin, like Colin, goddamn Greenwood from the band Radiohead. The band
that's a hard get if you're Ed O'Brien.
Right. You're Ed O'Brien from Radiohead. You can't just go to Colin Greenwood of Radiohead. You can't just be like, oh, hey mate, we've known each other for over 2 decades. Can you be on my album? He's going to say no. You got to go through the proper channels.
Yeah.
And when you finally get to Colin, you go through his manager, who's probably the same manager as you because you're both in Radiohead, but it's like a whole legal thing. You get Colin on your album and you're like, all right, that one note? Just do that one.
Like the one that you hate doing, just do it.
Yeah, it was like a revenge thing. Like, oh, I know this is his least favorite note to play on the bass. He's been going on about this note. He hates it. I'm going to make him do it over and over again. And over. When that part of the song comes on, it's less boring, but it's like it feels really generic. Like a guy from Radiohead did this one? Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like when people have like their mid-career turn, like they're usually guitar artists, and they have a mid-career turn into doing electronic music.
Yeah.
And it's not good. The only exception to that rule is Paul McCartney, who did it and then just made some baller shit. But
I'll die on the hill of simply having A Wonderful Christmas Time is the best Christmas song. And I don't like the Beatles at all. But there's something about that song.
Yeah.
Like the synths.
It's fucking great.
Paul McCartney can do synths.
You know
it's
what?
Weird.
Wonderful Christmas Time is better than Brazil.
Yeah. We might get flack for that because a lot of people hate that song. A lot of people don't
why.
like. It's, I don't know, it's corny, but it's like, at least it's catchy.
Welcome to Beatling Up Something Good.
We're talking about the Beatles because we don't really have anything else to say about Brazil, right?
It's kind of boring.
Is that why we're talking about Paul McCartney right now?
Yeah. Let's get into some deep days.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do some deep days. Let's do a deep dive into deep days.
Deep days is all right.
It's on the verge of slapping.
It's pretty.
It's not. It doesn't slap. Do not misquote me on that. NME, I know you're out there, like you're just waiting for me to slip up.
Yeah, waiting for the Nicky Flowers soundbite.
Fuck off. They're gonna use that one. Damn it.
Fuck. God
so
damn
Deep
it.
Days does not slap.
It does not.
you can see how maybe a little bit more time in the studio, they could have made it slap, right? There's elements. It's got a nice groove. It's pretty darn catchy.
Yeah.
Again, weirdly 90s Britpop feeling.
Yes. Lyrically, also, it feels like fucking present tense from A Moon-Shaped Pool. Because there's a lot of, like, yearning in here. We're people on the edge of the night. We start this dance tonight, never to drop. It sounds, it's like a kind of like between present tense and the worst EDM you've ever heard.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, anytime any lyric is like, we're gonna dance tonight, I just tune out. I don't care that this is the best night of our lives and we're gonna dance.
And we only have one night left.
I don't know which comedian did that bit, but it's true. I'm sick of hearing about it.
Here's the thing. Only one artist can tell me that we're gonna dance tonight, and it's gonna be fine. And it's
Daft Punk?
It's Paul McCartney in the song Dance Tonight from the album Memory Almost Fell. Gotta love that shit. It's just him, and it's a kick drum, and it's a ukulele. This is an episode about Paul McCartney.
Who are you?
What?
No, but who are you? I thought I knew you. We've been friends, but we really bonded over the course of this podcast. And part of what we bonded over was how shit the Beatles are. And you're coming over here. Oh, I love Paul McCartney. I'm gonna kiss him on his stupid lips. That's what you sound like.
Here's my thing. I do not like the Beatles as a band, but Paul McCartney, that dude can slap. Like, my man over here with a guitar and some whistling, and that's my shit.
Maybe I just haven't given him a chance. But I'm afraid that if I start liking Paul McCartney, then my brain will turn to mush and I'll start liking the Beatles, and I don't want that to happen.
No, you can separate the two.
Okay.
Because you can be like, oh, Paul McCartney's just some guy that came up in the 70s. He was not in a boy band.
So with Paul McCartney, what you're saying is you can separate the artist from the fart.
Yes.
The Beatles are the fart. So yeah, Deep Days. What do you think about it?
Deep Days is like you said, it's on the verge of slapping. It's like, it's interesting, but it could have been better. And It's just, a lot of the songs in this album blend in together for me. They're not bad, but they're not memorable.
This is not like tearing my hair out. This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
It's not Weatherhouse. It's not Familial.
No, don't badmouth Weatherhouse.
Sorry.
That one was good. That was the good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, and even still, Familial wasn't like gut-wrenchingly bad. I don't know. Yeah, Deep Days is better than Brazil.
Apparently, according to the Genius credits here, there is a studio here that they recorded this in England called Assault and Battery Studios, which is so fucking British.
Jesus Christ. Slow down. What is with that stupid island?
I wish that Radiohead still had their old studio, which was called Canned Applause. I thought that was funny.
That's good. That's how you name a studio.
Yeah, like my home studio, it's just called A Little Room.
I don't even have a room.
Yeah.
I just record wherever.
You just outside, inside, underground, in the sky.
Yep.
Anywhere. I mean, this next one, it's been a long time coming.
It's been a long road. Getting from there to here.
Okay, I want to talk about how the very beginning of this
song... It's been a long time.
No.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. I'm done.
I want to talk about how...
But my time is finally near.
Okay.
And I could see my dream come alive at last.
Uh-huh.
I will touch the sky. All right, I swear. I'm sorry. I'm done.
I was waiting for the
for the rest
ghost
of it
to leave your body.
Yeah. No, that wasn't a ghost. That's just pure Star Trek Enterprise. I love it. It's the best Star Trek.
It is.
It's so good. It's just so clever and like well written. Oh. Ooh. Okay, that was a ghost. I don't know what happened.
Oh, this one's a long time coming. The beginning of this song sounds like fucking lyrically sounds like Don't Stop Believing by Journey, the worst song ever made.
I know. I like the opening riff though. I like how it opens up. The guitar work in this is pretty good.
It's pretty good. I think Ed's a good guitarist. He's the one guy in Radiohead who actively contributes to, like, Guitar Freak magazine.
Right. But, like, and I feel like we barely talk about Ed. Like, us too, but also in general, like, Radiohead fans
hate
Ed.
Like,
they just despise him. They have...
they want him dead.
They
so
print
bad.
out pictures of Ed and they throw darts at his face.
And knives. They hate Ed.
It's so weird because he's like, you know, without Ed, you know, he's very much not really in the shadows. Like you can pick out his contributions if you're listening to him, but like he's not at the forefront really. I like that this album he is like, hey, it's me. I'm here. And you know, he doesn't nail it 100% of the time, but it's cool that you're hearing pure Ed, you know?
Yeah, and honestly, without Ed, it's just radio ha.
That fucking sucked. That was pretty good. Okay. That's true. He's the secret weapon.
Yeah, it's just...
You know, he's not as... You know, on the guitar, he's not as, flashy as Johnny, you know? And no one can be. But, you know, you gotta have a rhythm guitarist. You gotta have that guitar foundation if you wanna have a Johnny. If you wanna have you want a Johnny, you need an Ed. It's like a yin and yang thing.
I think so. Right?
Absolutely. You need an Ed if you want a Johnny.
Is that just like the like in general? Like you need to have a child named Ed before you can have a child named Johnny?
It's the natural order of things, Mace. You cannot have Johnny without an Ed.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. That song's alright.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's the guitar work's pretty good. It's not, like I said, he's not a flashy guitar player. I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to disparage him. He does what the track needs him to do.
Yeah.
Not in a Ringo Starr way where he does the bare minimum, but like
Yeah.
He's a very utilitarian guitar player, right? Is that fair?
That's fair. I would say that's fair. Like he's there.
Yeah, he does a good job. He shows up,
and he's happy
does
to
his
be
work.
there.
Yeah. And the chorus is nice. I gotta say, the chorus is much better than the verse.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like real shimmery and like real emotional a little bit, you know? Like the verse kind of, it's okay. And then you get to the chorus, and then you get back to the verse, and then you get back to the chorus, and then the ending comes out of nowhere, and it just kind of sucks.
My thing is I'm tired of people who are in Radiohead writing songs about being happy, and they sound like aliens doing it.
I smile and show my teeth, which is how you smile.
Which is like hearing any Tom York thing where he's like happy. Like don't get me wrong, I'm happy he's happy.
Oh, I love it. You love to see it.
You genuinely love to see it because if you've seen the documentary, it's hard to get him to smile.
Yeah.
But
that's the name of the documentary, right?
Yes. It's hard to get him to smile. A film by Grant G about Radiohead.
Right.
But it's just some of these solo projects, they just seem very stilted.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that Johnny hasn't tried to sing. He just has stuck to scores.
Right. Actually, well, a Johnny solo album would be really interesting to hear. I would like it. Can he sing? Is that like a thing that he's known for?
I don't think I've ever heard him sing before.
He doesn't do backup vocals?
I don't think so. If he has, I don't know how to pick them out.
Yeah. Huh. Maybe that's why he does scores. Well, you know, Ed's trying.
Yeah.
You know, it's not... I feel like this album, like, track by track is really uneven. Like, the opening track was pretty good. Second track was Third track was pretty good. First, you know.
Yeah, it's on and off. I mean, what are you expecting? A mass in the middle of the album?
Yeah, actually, there is one.
There is a song called Mass in the middle of the album. That's what we're talking about next. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. That's it. That's kind of all I got in my notes. I try really hard, as listeners will know, I'm not good at talking about music as a semi-professional musician and a host of a podcast dedicated to talking about music, but I try really hard to figure out what I like about a song and what I don't like about a song. It's hard to sometimes vocalize that, which is great for when you're talking about it on a podcast, but with Mass, it didn't do anything for me, and I'm not sure why. I've listened to this album like 3 times now.
We've had like 3 false starts, and we've had 3 final listens.
I've listened to this more than a couple albums, a couple, episodes, because we usually try and do at least 2. I've done like 3 or 4 of Ed's bit, and I still can't for the life of me figure out what Mass is trying to do, and B, why it's not doing it for me. I don't know. I just don't like it. That's all I have.
It's like going to actual Catholic Mass.
Oh, God. Just the goddamn worst. There's no reason for that to be an hour long.
In 2017, I went to a wedding that was, according to my partner MG, a full Catholic Mass. She used to be Catholic. Is Catholic.
No,
I guess.
I feel like it's hard to be. It's hard to be Catholic. It is way more easy to. Oh, I used to be Catholic. I feel like a lot.
I don't know what her exact stance on it is at the moment. Yeah. But we went to a wedding that was a full Catholic Mass, and it was like 2.5 hours long.
It's exhausting. When I was a kid, I told my grandmother about this. She would take us to church every Sunday. One of the only days we had off from school. Let's just waste 2 hours at fucking church. I didn't say that. I said that in my head. But like if you're not Catholic, the thing with Catholic Church is there's a lot of kneeling, there's a lot of sitting, and then there's a lot of standing. But they're all mixed up. So there'll be a moment where you have to stand, and then there's a part where you have to kneel, and then you have to stand again to sing a hymn, and then you sit down and listen to the priest rattle on about nothing, and then you kneel again, and then you stand up. It's boring, but also tedious. Like, there should just be like, here's the kneeling section. Here's the section where you sit, and then here's the section where you stand. But no, they gotta shuffle it up.
No, yeah, they do that, and then you have to sing songs that you don't know the lyrics to.
Oh, yeah. And you don't want to sing, even if you knew the lyrics. So then you got your parent or your guardian like elbowing you, like, sing the song.
Yeah, there's a whole John Mulaney bit about this.
It's universal. Like, kids do not want to sing. The dads are singing way too loud, and the dads are like, sing. They're like angrily pointing at the hymnal, like, just sing it.
Sing the shit. Fuck.
Yeah. And this song is the most boring parts of a Catholic Mass.
Yeah. And also,
which is awesome.
Here's what sucks. Laura Marling does vocals on this.
Great voice.
Great, incredible voice.
Fantastic.
Laura Marling, if you've never heard her solo stuff, it's wonderful. You know who drums on this?
Is it our boy?
It's not Phil.
Oh.
It's the person you would least expect to ever drum on this.
Ed Miliband.
No, Glenn Kochi of Wilco.
What?
Yeah.
Of the Wilcos?
Yeah.
Wow.
Of Jeff Tweedy and his 4 dads.
Wow. That's, cool.
I barely know anything about Wilco except for Impossible Germany, and they're all fathers.
They're all dads, even if they're not.
Even if they're not, yeah.
Is he on any other track?
I think.
That's good, because it would be kind of you get Mr. Wilco. You put him on Mass. It's like Colin on Brazil doing one note on the bass.
It's like he got a bunch of great people and then underused them.
I just feel like, and I know Ed is listening, and he's probably heartbroken. This is like with Phil. Ed, we love you. We respect you. We love-spect you. Love you.
Rev?
Respect. We really like what you do, Ed. I just feel like you gotta, don't do another album. We want to hear more of it. I feel like
this one's uneven.
I just feel like he's not fully comfortable with his songwriting abilities. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feel like a lot of the songs feel kind of generic and toothless, and I think not because he's not talented. I feel like he's holding himself back. Like he's not confident enough.
Yeah.
Like I read a thing, you know how Apple Music has sometimes like a blurb about the album?
Yeah.
So I was reading, actually let me pull that up because it kind of summarizes what I think is like a big problem with the album. Yeah, he said, yeah, it says right here, like, he'd been writing his own material since the making of OK Computer. A couple of things slowed his path towards turning his ideas into songs. One was confidence. I didn't know how to write, he tells Apple Music. I had a lot of musical motifs, but kind of ridiculously, I don't know why I didn't ever sit down with Tom York and say, how do you do it? And anything that I started writing, it was like, well, it's not as good as Street Spirit.
Okay. The problem is that he sat down with Tom Tork instead, it looks like.
Yeah, and he can fix a mean car.
But I don't think he's a musician.
He's not a musician. So, I don't know, I feel like he just needs to... And this was received well, right? Like, I read that this was not, like, critically panned. No, so maybe he's got a little more confidence. I want him to keep trying, because he is kind of, like, the special sauce of Radiohead. You don't really think about it, but he's important. He's integral to the band.
Yeah, and I can see the potential. I can see that he's gonna grow.
Let's just hope he doesn't do a heel turn and turn into a bankster.
Nicky!
What?
Where did all the money go? Where did all the money go?
It's in Bill's house, and it's in Fred's house. The money's not in the bank. That's not a great impression, but you get what I'm going for. So, banksters.
Yeah. This one kind of slaps. What do you think?
A lot of songs in this album aren't about anything, and then suddenly this song is specifically about the 2008 banking crisis.
This is, what happened here?
He broke out. He was like, hey, Fun Computer, love what you're doing. I'm glad we could collab on Shangri-La and the others. I'm going to need the Angry Computer real quick. And he pulled out the Angry Computer. There's no fun Flash games on this computer, let me tell you.
No, there's only like Excel documents.
Excel
the
spreadsheets.
Anarchist Cookbook is in here.
Oh, yeah. He's got Don't Steal This Book. You know he stole it. It's very, gee, I wonder what he's talking about. If only he was less subtle about what his theme was for this song.
Where he says fuck, first of all.
Yeah, wow. I was not expecting that the first time I listened to this.
Which, you know what? He is incongruously angry about something that happened in 2008.
I think we should still be angry about that, because we are... in a lot of ways, we're still dealing with the fallout of that.
Like, oh, yeah.
I don't know... I can only come at this from an American perspective, which, apologies. We rag on the UK, but oof. Boy, we have no...
Boy, are we stupid.
Yeah, whoa, yeah. But, we talk about the 2008 recession and how it took a couple years, but we finally managed to pull out of it. Did we, though?
Well, no, we didn't.
We didn't recover. And I don't think I think a lot of part of the world... in the UK, there's a lot of austerity politics that are similar to what we've got going on in America, but it's, such a part of the political identity... in the conservatives in the UK, it's just we need austerity. This is what I just feel like we never truly, as a global economy, we never really pulled out of the 2008 depression. I don't even think it was a recession. I think this was a full-blown depression. And we should be angry. We should be as angry as Phil about it. Almost, 12 years, 12 years on. He's pissed.
No, I'm going to retract what I said about being incongruously angry. We should definitely still be angry. I just think it's weird to do it in 2020 in the middle of your album.
Also, you could say about the current economy problems.
Yeah, this is very clearly about Bernie Madoff.
Right, yeah, it's a very specific, yeah.
Maybe he got burnt by Bernie Madoff. What happened there? He's angry. He should be angry. It's just weird to do it in the middle of your album.
Yeah.
2020.
Especially amidst songs that aren't at all
good.
political or that good. And this one also isn't amazing. I think it's a little too dad rock for me.
I really enjoy it, but also I did just go on at length about how I love Paul McCartney's solo albums.
Right, so we can't trust any of your opinions from now on. So
yeah.
So listen to me, listeners. I think it's got a pretty good beat. I think it's fine. I just don't like the only thing about the chorus that I love is how much he says fuck.
He says fuck so much.
Let Ed say fuck.
However, the only opinion you should listen to me on is whether or not Pull Pull Revolving Doors is good, which it is.
It's not. This is the eternal struggle. This is honestly with our sister podcast and also with you, we talk about how we have to do a yearly episode of that, even if we're not friends. I think it's going to be Pull Pull Revolving Doors that is going to break up our friendship.
I feel like that's been brewing for so long, though.
Oh, it's just, it started as jokes, and it's still jokes. But I really don't like that song.
Oh, you'll learn. It's okay. It's like how when adults say that...
oh, you get more conservative as you grow up. You'll you'll become as much of a piece of a shit as I am. Don't worry. I love that. It's like, you'll become more conservative as you grow up. Okay. You can bet on that. Sure. We'll see how that goes.
That, but it's about Pull Pull Revolving Doors, and it's true.
So that means you're wrong, and I'm correct. Great. So let's sail on from this discussion and talk about the next track in the album.
I love this Christopher Cross cover. No, wait, that's Sailing.
No, it's not that fun. I will say I didn't like it. I didn't love Banksters. I enjoyed it. It was fun. And this is the pattern I'm noticing on this album is every time he starts to have fun, the next track he's like, ooh, well, hold on. I got to get boring again.
I got to stop having fun.
Whoa, slow down. We're having a little bit too much fun saying fuck. This is...
Talking shit about Bernie Madoff.
Yeah. Sail On is like a demo of a Bono song.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going there.
Ooh.
Yeah, not an 80s Bono song, like a current Bono song.
The Irish have had a rough week with Artemis Fowl coming out.
Oh, God. Yeah, I actually, I tried watching that. You were talking about it, and I could not. Because I liked those books as a kid. I like... It was like Harry Potter, but if he wasn't a cop.
But he's even more of a cop in this one.
In the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
But not in the book. Like, it completely rewrites the oh, don't even get me started on it.
The movie, they tried to... Here's the thing. With the movie, and this is a review of Artemis Fowl, Fouling Up Something Good, a limited run prestige podcast about Artemis Fowl. It's such a piece of dog shit. And also, they tried to cast Artemis Fowl like he's young Sherlock, but like Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock, like that kind of annoying Sherlock.
Oh, yeah. No, they totally were like, we need like a little Cumberbatch.
Like,
they called up Benedict like, hey, do you have a shitty son?
He's so little and so rude.
God, I want to punch him. He's not like that in the books at all, though.
Yeah. He's a little mean boy.
And also, you have to deal with Josh Gad. Ugh.
Josh Gad is pretty fucking cool.
I just don't like him in anything that he's in. As a person, he's probably fine.
Exactly. That's my thing. I don't like him in anything that he's in.
Yeah.
I have not enjoyed a Frozen movie. I'm sure it's great for other people. It's not for me because I'm an adult male.
Yeah, but you do go to Disney a lot, so you're not...
Not anymore.
Fully absolved. Well, nobody can. That's a technicality.
I'm like an adult man, but it's just not my target market. Like I am not the thing that they're aiming Frozen at, and that's okay.
Well, we're also not the target audience for Artemis Fowl, but it's just, I mean, even beyond that, it's just bad. And Sail On is bad.
It's not fun. It's just
it goes nowhere. It does
feels
nothing.
like if a shanty was bad.
And how can you fuck up a sea shanty?
Like, I'm just reading the lyrics, and they're just...
Come on, hit us with those lyrics.
Hold on. Sail On is the intro.
Mm-hmm. Classic, you got the title.
On! And then he's like, The lighthouse stands on the headland, proud and free, which sounds like a national anthem to me.
It's a little...
Not the national anthem by Radiohead from the album Kid A from 2000, which is an incredible song.
Which is amazing. Let's not mince words here. I like Sail On. I like where
like
that
a summer breeze.
Like where it could have gone. It could have been interesting.
It reminds me of, I don't know if you've ever heard Deer Hunter's Halcyon Digest.
No.
There's a song on there very similarly titled Sailing. And it has a very, very similar chorus where Bradford Cox sings, only fear can make you feel lonely out here. And he makes it way more interesting than this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just kind of...
I don't know. It just...
Yeah, I that's all I got to say. I feel this is like the familial episode. Like, I feel bad about trashing all these songs, but like, I can't lie to you, Ed. It's not all bangers, and they should be.
No, it's just mash. It's no bangers.
Ugh.
Oh. Yeah, you wanna hear? You wanna hear about something that has an unfortunate title? No, it's called Olympic.
Well, what's unfortunate about that?
Olympic. We don't like the Olympics.
Oh, I thought there was like an extra, like, because it's spelled differently. I thought it was like a reference to something. Yeah, no, the Olympics can fuck off.
Yeah, but what do you think about Olympic, the song?
He's back to having fun. Like,
yeah, he's having a lot of fun on this one.
This is like, I swear to God, this is just like the track listing is like, this is fun, put a boring one. Okay, this is boring, put a fun one. Olympic is really fun. And also, like, this is the closest he gets to, like, full-throated ambition. This is, you know what I mean? Because he said it himself that he's not confident. Yeah. That he's not sure of himself when it comes to songwriting. But this genuinely feels like he really tried. Like, he wanted, this feels like him starting to leave his comfort zone.
Yeah, and just putting his 110% into it.
This is the best song on the album, right?
It is. It's 100% the best song on the album.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's
also about Carl Sagan.
No shit?
Yeah, because he sings on this Pale Blue Dot, and he's like, so he said this on December 2nd, 2019.
Okay.
God,
that
on
was
Instagram.
a million years ago.
He said this on Instagram when talking about the songs on the album. He says, "At this time, I also happened to come across Carl Sagan's beautiful words which accompany that iconic photo of the Earth, known as the Pale Blue Dot. Check him out if you don't know him. Truly words for our times." This has big, like, Song of the Summer energy.
Right, yeah, like, oh, man. That's so good. Like, you may not know about him. There's this guy called Carl Sagan.
It's a good song. It's fun. It's interesting. I'm not going to be a dick about it.
No, I mean, it would be weird if you were, because there's no reason to be a dick about this one. This one's just really good.
Yeah.
It's
fun.
It's the most engaging that this album gets.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Sadly, it doesn't end there.
It doesn't, but I like it. I like Cloak of the Night.
I mean, you know how I am about acoustic guitar ballads.
I know.
And that's a personal thing. That's just, I mean, people, this is one of those, like, if you disagree with me on Pull Pull Revolving Doors, you're wrong. But if you disagree with me on whether Cloak of the Night is boring, if you think it's not boring and it's actually good, that is a valid opinion.
I just really like Laura Marling.
Oh, no, no problems with her. I've never heard her work. This is the first time I've been aware of her. This album, incredible voice. The duet aspect of the song is the thing I like the most about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
just does remind me of a Mount Eerie song. I don't know why. It kind of doesn't sound like that, but it just still reminds me of it.
It's got shades of Mount Eerie. I can see that.
Shades, but it doesn't. It's not a Mount Eerie song.
No, because if it was, I'd really like it. That's the thing. I'm not fully against I don't hear an acoustic guitar and go, fuck it. No, I'm closing my ears. Like, I don't know. You just have to do something. You gotta really hook me with it, I think.
Yeah. Also,
and this just doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's whatever to me. Also, Rolling Stone liked this album a lot, which I kind of makes me... Everything that Rolling Stone happens to like, and this is not trying to be, like, pretentious, it's not trying to be like, I know better than this publication, but weirdly enough, everything Rolling Stone happens to like, I am always middling on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when was the last time Rolling Stone, like, nailed it?
Like the
you know
70s.
What I mean? Right.
And I mean, that's not a dig on them, it's just personally, like, the way it aligns.
No, it's just, no, I'm the same way. It just somehow, like, there's certain publications that are just, like, they get it. They get me.
Yeah.
It's like they're writing for me, and the Rolling Stone is just, like, weird, like, somehow just always the opposite.
It's just, like, Rolling Stone is, like, the U.S.'s enemy.
They really liked this. They really liked this album.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. It's just...
I don't know. This, I would have ended it with Olympic.
I also would have ended it... I would have swapped Olympic and Cloak of the Night.
Oh, yeah, I think... Yeah, I'm not saying get rid of this completely. This is such a weird, sudden end to the album.
Yeah.
Or put another song after Cloak of the Night, right? Like, this... this... It shouldn't be... I think that's maybe partly what's preventing me from, like, really... giving a shit about this. It shouldn't be the end.
I think he should have made it a solid 10 and put that non-album single on there. You haven't heard it yet, but...
Would that fit with the rest of the album?
Yeah, sort of. It was basically... It's the way I can describe it is as Tree Fingers 2. I feel like
I like that.
Ending an album with a Tree Fingers 2 works.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody's tried to name a song Tree Fingers 2, though.
Well, there's always time.
Yeah. I mean, we've gotten to the end of the album here.
Whew. Yep.
And I got a question for you, Nicky.
And what question would that be?
Are you hungry? No. Are you picking something good?
Oh my God, yes.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Let me just get my little guy here.
Let me get my little boy. Sailing takes me away to where I've always do and carry me, and soon I will be free. Ding.
All right.
What's your ticker tape saying?
I'm picking up something. Nah.
Picking up something middling.
Yeah.
Sad.
I think that's how I would translate that sound. It has its moments, but if I'm judging it as a whole, I don't really know how much I'm gonna be revisiting this album.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fully honest. Even the tracks that I liked aren't, like, I don't know.
If they show up on a playlist, I'll listen to them. Yeah,
well, certain songs. But I don't know, I feel like it's Ed O'Brien of Radiohead. I think I came in with this with high hopes. I really wanted this to be good. Because this was the first one. This was the first Ed.
Yeah. But he kind of let us down.
And I feel like like I said earlier, this isn't because he's not talented. This isn't because he's not a good musician. He said it himself. It was a confidence thing. It was I can't write Street Spirit, so what am I even doing here? And like,
but he did write Street Spirit.
But that's the thing. He helped. He was on Street Spirit.
He did do that.
He works with the men who did Street Spirit.
Like, those are his coworkers.
He has the personal phone number of the man who wrote Street Spirit. Talk to him. Go to Tom York and be like, hey, how do you do that? Even he said, he was like, I don't know why I hadn't done that. Do it. There is potential here. Like with Olympic especially. Like, there is something. He's got something that the other members of Radiohead do not have. And I think a second album, it's a Phil situation. Familial? Weatherhouse? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he needs another one.
Another one.
Another one. Much like DJ Khaled says, another one, and it's fine. Anyway, that's Earth by EOB. And I'm gonna stop the show here.
Hey, is this picking up something good?
Hello? Who's this?
Hey, it's your old pal Tom Torque.
Oh, fuck, it's Tom Torque. What's up, dude?
Yeah, it's Tom Torque. It's been a while, but I heard my name a little bit ago in this little episode thing, and
Yeah, I'm so sorry. We were mean to you. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You guys are, you got your goofs. You're just a bunch of goofballs. You two, all of you. It's full of you for that. That's good. That's good.
What have you been up to? What have you been up to?
Just chilling, doing my ghost stuff. Mm-hmm. Casper.
Yeah. What's up with him?
Yeah, he rules. I've been hanging out with him.
Okay. Well, why are you here?
He's Casper's. He's as friendly as you think he would be. Real down to earth. But he's a ghost, so he's not,
Well, I get it.
Yeah, so we were just at the Pablo Honey Baby's house the other day, and we were talking about, with everything going on these days.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you were at the Pablo Honey Baby's house? Sorry, it took me a second to process that. What?
Yeah, you did an episode about the album, Pablo Honey?
Yeah, and we've been looking for him for
by my brother,
so
Tom,
fucking long.
Tom York.
Yeah. He's from Radiohead, yeah. We've been looking for the Pablo Honey Baby for so long, and you've been listening to this show, and you haven't said anything
every week.
about it.
Well, not every week. You guys are really bad at uploading episodes.
I know, but every single episode, we're talking about the Pablo Honey Baby, and you haven't said anything at all. You haven't called into the show. So however you do that, you just haven't told us.
Wait, well, you just never asked.
So you're saying we could have had the Pablo Honey Baby, we could have known where the Pablo Honey Baby is this whole time?
Yeah, I'm really good friends with him. He's cool.
Can you tell us how to find the Pablo Honey Baby? Like where the Pablo Honey Baby is?
Well, he's not exactly he doesn't want to be found. I mean, that's probably why you've had a hard time finding him. He's kind of a recluse.
Mm-hmm. But we just want to get an interview. That's all we want. We want to talk to him. Maybe 5-10 minutes.
I don't know.
Yeah, we just...
Listen, here's the deal. He'd be pretty pissed off if I just gave you his address.
Mm-hmm. That works.
So, here's what I'll do. Okay, I like you guys. Both of you cool. I'm gonna give you a series of riddles.
Okay.
As is the ghost way.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are gonna... Sorry. I had a lot of... acid reflux. But ghost acid reflux.
So it just passes through you, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Yeah, so I'm gonna... send you a series of riddles. You got, you have ghost mail?
No, I don't.
You don't have a Gmail account?
I got a Gmail account. Is that ghost mail?
Yeah, it's ghost mail.
That's what the G stands for?
Yeah, what you... Of course. Doesn't... Hey, Casper. He's picking up something good, people. They don't even know what ghost mail is. Oh, the fucking losers. Yeah. He's just razzing you. He's cool. All right, yeah, I'll send you a ghost mail.
Okay, so here's the thing. Nicky's moving, and we don't actually have, the bandwidth to be able to go find the Pablo Honey Baby for a little while. Would it be fine? Do you think he'll be okay if we, wait a couple weeks?
Yeah, a couple weeks would be fine.
Yeah? Okay, that works for me. Just go ahead and send me that ghost mail. We'll get it taken care of. I got a guy in the chair who knows how to read ghost, so we can do it.
Sick. Okay, cool. I don't have to translate. All right, cool. I'll send that over to you. What else? Yeah, I guess that's about it.
Hey, Torque,
you asshole, we're out of beer! Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I gotta go.
Okay. I'm really, really, really grateful for this. This is an insane development for the last episode. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tom Torque.
Yeah. Great timing, huh?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh.
Well, don't haunt what I wouldn't haunt. Am I right?
Sure. I don't know what that means, but sure. Thank you. Thank you.
You'll get it when you're a ghost. Okay. Bye. Oh, my nose is bleeding.
Oh, I have great fucking news for you. Sorry about your nose.
Oh God, what was that? Oh, was that Tom? Was that Tom Torque?
With Tom Torque, and it was Tom Torque, and he was helpful this time.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, I know. You know how we've been looking for the Pablo Honey baby for so fucking long? For about a year now.
Yeah,
and they won't get back to you. Won't do anything.
God, I know you're just gonna rub it in, then I can't find the stupid baby.
He actually has always known where the baby is, and we never asked.
What?
Yeah, he's always, this whole time, known where the fucking baby is.
What do you mean we never asked? Why would we ask a ghost where the Pablo Honey baby is?
I don't know.
We can't even get a hold of him. He just shows up and inhabits my body. Wait, so we can just go to the baby. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I mentioned that, you're moving, you got all this stuff going on, that we won't be able to do it.
Will it be cool for a couple weeks?
Yeah, he said it's cool.
Tom Torque hasn't really steered us wrong before.
He's been fine.
It's not been that helpful, but I mean, hey, he pulled through for us now.
Yeah, I mean, and now we have that information. We know where the baby is. We can get over there. We can
finally get an interview.
10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, just real casual.
Real cash. And then that'll be... It's actually perfect because next episode's the last episode.
Oh man, we couldn't have planned it better ourselves.
Honestly, it works out.
All right, sweet. Okay, so... Oh my God, that's really exciting. Okay. Fuck. Okay, so season 2 finale.
Next episode.
What are we doing?
We're covering some B-sides, and we've got a special interview with the Pablo Honey baby.
Wow.
That's gonna be fucking great.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, so we're interviewing the real Pablo Honey baby. You're not fucking with me?
Yeah. We're interviewing the real Pablo Honey baby, and we're gonna find out...
We're gonna finally talk to that stupid baby.
Yeah, that fucking baby, that little boy.
Oh, man, this is really exciting.
It is. It's incredible.
It's been a year. It's been a year. We've been building up to this.
And we get to end this season the way that we have... The way that we intended to.
God, this fucking rules. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm elated. God. This has been picking up something good. Man. Woo. A limited event prestige podcast about Radiohead. My name is Meys. I play music as Echo Vessel. And you can find me online at Echo Vessel or on, Instagram at Echo Vessel. You know what? I'm going to be nice to Echo Vessel this time because I am so happy about this. Holy shit.
I'm not even going to say fuck Echo Vessel this time. Or no, you're Echo Vessel. I always get it mixed up. Okay, that's awesome. I'm excited. My name is Nicky Flowers. I've always been Nicky Flowers, and I always will be. I play music as Nicky Flowers. I can't even... I'm so excited about this Pablo Honey baby. I can't even... Just find me on Twitter at YifPolice. Whatever, sure. This is so exciting.
We run a label called Neodetritus. Also,
yes.
Depending on when this episode comes out, we have or will have some music coming out. And we also have a podcast called And Also With You. It's a yearly Star Wars podcast that had its first episode in May, and we'll have its next episode next May.
Yep, so check out episode 1. We review Star Wars A New Hope 1 minute at a time, 1 minute per year. That's right, you heard me correctly. So check out episode 1 where we discuss part of the text crawl.
And I also have a podcast called Radish. It's a four-boy show and tell podcast that isn't interviewing the Pablo Honey baby next week, so what does it matter?
Yeah, fuck them. I mean, listen, but what do they have?
They had Family Feud, but we have the Pablo Honey baby.
Yeah, that's true. I want to also give another podcast shout out. Couple of the Radish boys, plus another boy, do Kid Nation Nation. It's a podcast about probably the single worst idea ever put on TV, a reality show called Kid Nation where they put 40 children in a desert. That show is heinous, and the podcast is incredibly funny, and I recommend that as well.
Yeah.
So friends of the show, Kid Nation Nation. So check them out.
Check him out. Thank you to Matt and Noisepace for giving us this platform and the ability to fucking interview the goddamn Pablo Honeybaby.
The Pablo Honeybaby.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
This has been picking up something good. We'll have a great app for you next time. Holy crap.
Yeah, end of season 2, baby.
End of season 2. Bye-bye.
Signing off. Bye-bye.
Picking up something good. This is the